MPAI has developed an emotion-enhanced speech (EES) specification. Can you explain what is EES?
Sure. MPAI is developing a wide range of standards or specifications for artificial intelligence modules, or AIMs. Those are building blocks that can be assembled in various configurations to meet the needs of lots of use cases. There are also standard configurations of these modules called artificial intelligence frameworks, or AIFs. They're standard ways of combining the blocks. The artificial intelligence framework for emotion-enhanced speech is one of these combinations. And as you'd expect, the framework assembles modules related to speech and emotions with the goal of adding emotional charge to synthetic or artificial speech. So in other words, this combination of standardized building blocks is intended to inject emotional expression into otherwise relatively emotionless text-to-speech.
How does all this work?
Right. Well, here's a flow diagram of the emotion-enhanced speech framework. And as you can see, there are two main paths through the diagram. In the upper path, the first input is a model utterance, which is a recorded model of a speech segment that exemplifies the emotion that you'd like to transfer to a relatively emotionless speech segment that uses the same words. And that is the second input, called emotionless speech. Now, along this path, the emotional features to be extracted from the model segment are expected to be prosodic. That is, that they capture in a specified format the changes of pitch and duration and loudness throughout the segment. And when these prosodic features are transferred to the emotional segment, to the emotionless segment, it should become more expressive. In the lower path through the diagram, you again input a fairly emotionless speech segment, but this time the desired emotion is specified using an emotion list, and that is a standard set of emotion labels like angry or polite. The framework then refers to an emotion feature producer, which incorporates a pre-made repository of speech features that have been found to express those same labeled emotional charges. So for anger, the features would include prosodic ones, like increased volume and changed rhythm, but also other speech features like vocal tension and so on. The emotion feature producer returns these features to an emotion inserter module, which combines them with features coming from analysis of the emotionless speech segment to yield a more expressive result.
Why is this MPAI standard important?
Well, in general, standards are important because they enable different parties to contribute to cooperative projects. In other words, products and services, without having to constantly renegotiate and relearn how the elements will fit together. So, there was a case where one satellite failed to land on Mars because it had been told to calculate its path using the wrong standard units. But anyway, this particular set of standard modules and standard configurations is intended to enable output of artificial speech with appropriate emotional expression in an endless variety of use cases, as in translated conversations or in conversations between humans and robots. The overall goal is to make synthetic speech more human. It's part of the effort to align smart machines with human goals.